Boy, I wish that was in this movie. That alone would have been, whew, just like the 1973. Anyways, let's just get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Sly The Movie Guy, and here's my movie review of Robin Hood 2018 film. We had so many Robin Hood movies. We just had one that came out about the 2010, that's like 8 years ago. And we had other ones. One starred Kevin Costner, and the one I just did in my little intro, whatever you saw in the beginning. And this movie is directed by Otto Bathurst, starring Jamie Foxx, Jamie Dornan, Taron Egerton, Bill Mendelsohn, and the rest of the other casting crew. And in this film, Robin of Black Slay, a war-hardened crusader, and his Moorish commander mount an audacious revolt against the corrupt English crown. Just to let y'all know, the trailers did not really do it for me. I pretty much think everybody that's seen the trailers knew they didn't look good at all, even if you was even excited for a Robin Hood movie. I think pretty much if people like me, didn't know this movie was even coming out. When I saw previews of stuff about this movie, I was like, really? Another Robin Hood movie? I guess Hollywood keeps making Robin Hood movies. Well, let me just say this. I did not have fun with this movie at all. This movie, basically, if you know the story of Robin Hood, basically it's been done over and over again. Robin Hood basically is like the outlaw, kind of like the guy that just do things like helping the poors out, like take all the money from the rich and help the poor. Basically, that's the Robin Hood story. And what bothers me about this movie is it couldn't even remotely be that entertaining of this movie. It couldn't be entertaining. Basically, when Robin Hood's doing it, it just is boring. And that's basically the story when it comes to the dialogue. The dialogue is just completely not even. It's really embarrassing. The whole actors that's talking in this movie, the dialogue is just completely atrocious. And this is really bad because when you got Taron Egerton and Jamie Foxx and Ben Mendelsohn, that's like a all-star casting, but you got them just not even remote like they're interesting characters. And these are really talented actors that played in other movies, but here they just blend and that what leads me on to the acting. Jamie Foxx, I'm a Jamie Foxx fan, but his acting here was fine and all, but it wasn't much. I don't know, because he's basically the guy that trains Robin Hood. Basically, he's like Lil Jon. So basically, he's training Robin Hood. And I say Jamie Foxx is trying, but the script don't give him much to even be like what his character is. And Jamie Foxx actually made something out of something, which usually what it would be a good thing about it. But that didn't save the movie. Taron Egerton as Robin Hood. I like this guy from Kingsman. I love Kingsman. He's one of the fantastic actors. I don't know that he even fit right as Robin Hood at all. It's just his personality bothered me in the movie. 1 minute he's like smiling or whatever, and then 1 minute I guess he's saying something funny, which some of the humor in this movie really was bad at all. It was timed all wrong in this movie. The humor didn't work, but as far as that, Taron Egerton did not really do well here as Robin Hood. As far as I'm concerned, he's probably the worst Robin Hood out of Russell Crowe's version and Kevin Costner and the one from the Disney animation, which is a voice actor. So, but just that point, he's probably like the worst Robin Hood, but that's not his fault. It's probably the script's fault, the way they wrote it in and how. And it could have been, the way he performed it, probably the direction of him performing it was bad. But besides the point, that didn't work. None of the acting didn't work, especially the romance that just did not work in this movie at all. besides the point. Yeah, let me go to the romance. Let me get that out the way. Basically, the actress that plays the romance of Taron Egerton, her character, she just doesn't even mean nothing here. She's basically just like a side character to just be the like kind of like I guess the dazzle in the dress or just be a pretty face on the front camera. She has nothing to do with the story. She's basically not even an important character, and that's all I'm going to say. Let me get to the action. Now, this is the part I could have gave a redeeming quality of. This is the part I really freaking that pisses me off really bad. Your action couldn't even be investing. Okay, with the storyline of Robin Hood trying to help the poors out, you couldn't even at least make it an interesting story. Or you couldn't even make the action interesting. That's the part that bothers me. The action is just kind of just all over the place. You just couldn't even stay focused on it. But some parts could be entertaining, but as the storyline of it just wasn't investing, I just couldn't even get invested to the action, and it just was it just wasn't great, and I just wish the action was good. It was like it kind of was trying to be like this type of Matrix on some of the parts of the film, and that's what really bothered me. I mean, at least fit it to like back then where it was like that, like. Back then it was just like arrow fighting, but it just went over the top. Overall, this movie was just flat out just atrocious. And one little part about it is funny that I don't know what if they're trying to set up a sequel, which they try to show something towards the end, which I'm not going to spoil, which I should. Basically, one of the characters that Robin Hood is close to is kind of like becomes this like the main honcho of the thing or whatever, and it's just like the movie's so bad, so what are we really looking for a sequel? So that's one of the parts I forgot to mention, and that's just I don't want to see if they shouldn't make a sequel. This movie's just bad. And overall, I couldn't take it. It's just a bad movie. I do not recommend nobody checking this out. Please don't go see this movie, please. This not worth your money at all. I'm going to give Robin Hood a complete F. It really wasted basically wasted my day. I couldn't believe what I just saw. And movies I recommend is Creed. Creed's still in theaters. Go check that out. It's a worth movie. I did a review on that. You can check that out on the channel if you're new here. So I really do not. This movie, oh God, that's it. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, click thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, click subscribe and the bell button. That's how I can see you next on Sly The Movie Guy. Peace.